Imagine that we were building an AI to predict the sex of an individual. This is a terrible idea. We would never do this. This is just to make a point. Imagine that we were building an AI to predict the sex of an individual, and what if I told you as an input to that AI, I was going to give you the height of the individual? Well, height is somewhat predictive of sex because men tend to be taller than women. Of course, height isn't perfectly predictive of sex because there are some really tall women in the world, some really short men in the world. Oh, my short king's guy. Right, so what if I said, okay, well, in addition to height, I'm going to give you weight. Well, it turns out weight adds incremental predictive power because even at the same height, men tend to be heavier than women due to things like bone muscle density and testosterone. Of course, the problem with an algorithm that seeks to predict sex on the basis of height and weight is that it will classify every child as a woman, right? So what if I said, okay, well, in addition to height and weight, I'm going to give you birth date to control for the fact that there are kids in the world. Well, now our algorithm for predicting sex is actually looking pretty good. But if I had told you a moment ago that birth date was predictive of sex, you would have told me I was crazy. And that's one of the risks that we worry about a ton, right? Which is this idea of the multivariate interaction, the seemingly fair, unrelated variables, which on their own appear to be reasonable, but actually interact in these AIs in ways to encode information that is sensitive.